How you doing? This is Watson Wednesday. My name is Jim Biggins. I'm with 94.5 The Moose. The other gentleman on the screen is James, and we're meeting for the first time. And I can already tell that you're pretty awesome because your parents had the foresight to give you perhaps the best first name. It indicates good looks, character, and of course intelligence.
Yeah, I mean, wise, a good judge of character, astute. I mean, I would think any of the James or Jim names would make sense
Oh
as
yeah,
any matter of fact. Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much, pretty much. Well, I'm new to Watson Wednesday. We're at I should say you are at Bert Watson Chevrolet in Freeland, and
Yep.
this has been going on for what about a year? How long have you guys been doing Watson
I've
Wednesdays?
been Watson Wednesday for a couple of years now. I wasn't the
Oh,
originator. It started off as a way to show off some used vehicles every once in a while, throw a new car in there. Jacob and I, he's kind of led me in the direction. We took over and we switched it and kind of morphed it into a way to more outreach. So we
hmm
reach out to our community with sponsorships and different events that we host and put on. We do talk about vehicles. We love, of course, vehicles as a car dealership, but mostly we're trying to reach out to our community and just show people what we're all about. Explain things like service and body shop, whereas most of these advertisements and commercials aren't really getting into the rest of what
yeah,
happens to your car. So obviously, you buy a car and then you need to fix it and service it and body shop and everything. So we have a whole host of different things we talk about. Never just about cars by any means, but it's a fun show. That actually brings me to my next point. So service financing. I don't know if you ever heard of service
Mhm.
financing.
Service financing? No, that's new to me. How does that
Yeah,
work?
it's kind of a neat new program we've got here. So um, you can actually take advantage of servicing your vehicle without paying for it. That's kind of cool, huh?
Really?
Free for a while.
Okay, now you have my attention.
So basically how it works is we all have repairs on our vehicles, and sometimes you have a warranty that takes care of those things, and you can purchase a warranty after the fact that takes care of those things. But oftentimes, your warranty's expired, or you didn't have a warranty, didn't have the foresight to buy a warranty, couldn't afford it at the time, which brings me to this point. So now I've got to service my car. I've got an air conditioner that went out, or need new brakes or tires, or all three. And all I simply have to do is see my service advisor at Bert Watson, let them know, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of the financing. They send me a quick 3-question survey, um, and then they will get me approved for my financing rate for service. So that takes care of all of my repair. I can put any amount, all amount, whatever of my repair right on my service repair first service financing. Sorry.
I mean,
So
I like that concept because I mean, I've had I don't care to tell you how many cars over the years, and guaranteed, the minute the transmission's going to quit, is the day when you have to be someplace at a certain time, or the day the air conditioner is going to quit is the first day it turns 90, or the first day that your kid's got to be somewhere at a game, and it also seems to always happen when the checkbook is running a little bit low. So
yeah, it's
this is
never
a
a
great
convenient.
alternative.
Right. Right. Never a convenient time. I'll vouch for that. We always have, there's never really a planned time when your car breaks down. So it's nice to have that backup in your back pocket. You just, let us know. We're more than happy to accommodate any which way, body shop, service, parts, accessories. We can finance all of it now. So that's a really cool new feature that is exclusive to Bert Watson Chevrolet and Bert Watson Chevrolet in Reese. We can do that at both locations. And like I said, just let your service advisor know and we'll make sure we walk you through the steps.
Can I ask you too? I mean, it's been kind of confusing, over the last couple of months. What's open? What's not open? What can I get done? Do I have to wait for the curb for you to bring me 5 quarts of oil and a filter, and I take it home? I mean, what's open now, and what can you guys do?
Yeah, so curbside service has always been available. We're more than happy to bring you out your oil, your filter, and a 12 pack of beer so you can go home and try to change it yourself. But in general, we recommend you bring it into us. We have an open door policy. You can bring it right in. You don't have to have an appointment, but we do operate a very tight ship and we do keep our mechanics busy all the time. So it is highly recommended you have an appointment, even for an oil change, simply for the fact that we don't want you to have to sit around and wait either. So an oil change, you want to be able to get in and get out. If you have an appointment, we're going to assure you're our top priority at that time. You get in, get your service work done. We can look over your car for you. We do a complimentary inspection just to make sure that everything is tip top. Just in case there was something that you didn't know about, we would at least be able to let you know, and you could always down the road be able to plan for that too, which is the best way
Mhm.
to plan for a repair, I guess, is to know about it ahead of time.
I was
So
thinking
yeah,
about, for whatever reason, despite the quarantine, your hair is doing great. And for most people, it's not the case.
believe it or not, I'm so due for a haircut. I would love to hit it. It's just really, it's flowy. It's flowy. You know.
Yeah, you and me both. And I wonder how many people, because they maybe didn't drive as much or maybe weren't thinking about it, maybe should have, been up for that oil change or some brakes or something, back in March. And then the car got kind of parked in the driveway, and all of a sudden, oh, look what I forgot to do for 3 months.
Yeah.
It
Look at
was
that.
a
My
good
suspension
feeling.
light's on still. Shoot. I thought that'd go away over 3 months.
We haven't developed self-healing cars yet. That's the next step.
Yeah. Well, our service department will tell you we're going to, try to avoid that. We'd like to be able to still capture service work when we can, especially when GM or a warranty pays for it. So,
Absolutely.
but yeah, self-healing cars, I'm sure that'll eventually will come.
Maybe not in our lifetime.
No, probably not. They're
All right.
trying self-driving cars, and they said that was going to be a few years ago, and
You
so
know,
far,
I'd like to drive a car. I mean, GM's got some great vehicles. Why would you want to not drive it? I don't get that part. I mean,
right?
to each their own, but
Yeah, to each
yeah.
their own. But I mean, can you see that?
Blazer. Yes.
Look at that thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
The first time I looked at the new Blazer too, I kind of opened the inside. Did they, it almost looked like they took some of the styling from the Camaro or something and put it
Wow,
in.
Jim, that's a very astute
Is,
observation.
is that kind of where they drew it? At first I was thinking, well, kind of smaller Traverse, but sportier. And then I opened the door and it's like, no, that's way sportier.
Oh yeah, for sure. So they took the right down to the vents. You see the round vents,
Yeah.
the elevated 8-inch touchscreen radio, the straight line dash. It goes from drivers to passenger, a straight line across. The higher doors. It's kind of a sunken feeling, like you feel like you're sitting way down in the bottom of the car, and that's specific to the Camaro. So they bid, even right down to the seats. They're using the same technology in a lot of cases. They're using the same materials. So the 306 horsepower Camaro is not parked behind me, but the 306 horsepower Blazer is parked behind me. So 306 horsepower. If you remember the cars of at least my dad,
Yeah.
he had 4-barrel carburetors, 1968 Camaro. That thing was cranking out about 190 horse, and it was top notch. He loved that car. And now think about that with a lighter car, safer car with air conditioning and 306 horsepower. I mean,
So if you want to really have some fun zipping around town, and still have room in the back for a few groceries and a couple of soccer balls, you got it all in one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
Yeah, they're really awesome vehicles.
If somebody wanted to get a Blazer, obviously, a lot of people in their leases nowadays and things like that. Anything going with the Blazer right now we should know about?
Yeah, so the Blazer deals are exceptional. I mean, we've got a lot of Equinoxes. We love selling our Equinoxes. They're great on fuel, and we do a lot of them. So those are, I believe, in the $199 range, right? So $199 a month to lease an Equinox.
Mhm.
That's an exceptionally low payment on an Equinox right now. So obviously the Equinox has been around for a little bit. A lot of people have them, and sometimes we just look for a change, right? Between our next vehicle, whether we change the color, we change some features, we change some options, whatever we want to change. But for that car right there, can you see that?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, that one right there, you can actually get for $20 more a month, $219, and you can get into a 306 horsepower Blazer. So obviously, I mean, everybody's got their preference. Some people want to stick with the same, and that's completely fine. We love our Equinoxes, but for $20 more, you can get into a 306 horsepower Blazer. And I will note it doesn't change your insurance rates because it's not considered a sports car. The insurance companies haven't figured out yet that we modeled this car after a Camaro. So in reality, it doesn't change your insurance rates. You just get a nice low payment on a performance car.
You got to keep that on the down low. You just
down low, right? Down low.
Poor James here has got to hold this phone in front of his head this entire time. It's like holding a book out straight from the end of your arm.
It's getting pretty heavy, and I Yeah, I got these big, strong Popeye arms, but still, it's tiresome. But that was, that's a good point. So tiresome. You're sitting at home, right?
Yeah.
And you're sitting at home and you're thinking about a car and you're not quite sure what you want. There's a new program that we offer for that.
What's that?
It's called Fast Track. And you go to bertwatson.com, and I'm sure we can put that in the link somewhere. But
Sure.
you go to Fast Track, which is bertwatson.com. It's automatically going to take you to Fast Track as soon as you click on a vehicle link. And what's going to happen is you can sit on your couch. You can sit in your existing car in our parking lot if you want to. You can sit at work. I know we're supposed to be working though, so don't share that. But you can sit anywhere you want to sit. Go to bertwatson.com, go onto our Fast Track website, and you can literally buy your car from home. So all you got to do is log on there. You can sift through the vehicles. You can check by way of an optimized search where you can eliminate certain features or add certain features. You can pick out what features you want, what colors you want, what options, and then you got to call your salesperson and work with them, right? Nope. You can actually do it yourself.
Really?
So you can actually, Jim, you could actually buy your car without even talking to a pesky salesperson that just wants to take your money. Just an FYI, I sell cars for a living, so I don't mind if you want to come see me. But
I was going to say, I have too many questions I couldn't answer. I got to sit across from somebody because
and we're finding that a lot. We've got a really great customer base. We've got a lot of loyal customers, and most all of them really, aside from the pandemic and what that's created for us, aside from that, most all of our customers want to sit down with us, see our bright smiling faces, our amazing flowing hair.
Oh, yeah.
And they want to be able to sit down with us and talk about options and features and prices and, hey, what did we do this summer? So we've got, like I said, a very loyal following. And so you can come and see us. We love to see you guys. But also, if you want to do any homework you want to do, feel free. It's bertwatson.com and Fast Track. And like I said, you can pick your pricing. You can pick your lease price, purchase price, cash price. You can do used cars. We can even appraise your trade right from your couch. So the technology is there. We can't quite heal our cars yet, and we certainly can't drive our cars, self-driving cars, but we can help you buy a car without having to step foot in our showroom, and we'll just send it right out to you.
When you say send it right out to them, they don't even have to come and get it?
No. So after you've picked out your car and you've picked out your price and you've picked out your options and everything else, we've appraised your trade over the phone via some pictures and some conversation quick about condition and is there dents, dings, damage, scratches? Is there service engine light? Did you pay for the service financing so that you can make sure you got it fixed when it needed it? Questions like that. We might have a quick 5-minute conversation, but in general, you're going to do everything online, do everything over the phone with whatever little bit is over the phone, and then you're literally going to seal the deal over the internet, and we're going to send it right to your house. Whether I show up and give it to you, show you how the features work, or whether a driver drops it off and leaves it keys in your driveway, it's completely your comfort level. So we're gonna just drop it off right to you and make it a very seamless process.
I imagine there are some people now who are still a little bit nervous about too much face-to-face interaction, and then that's probably going to be the case for a while. So this is a really good solution for someone who's
definitely could be the case, and we completely understand that. We've all got our own feelings about everything. So basically, what we do as a process here is a new process we've implemented. We do offer free anytime for any customer sterilization of your vehicle. It's a 20-minute process, and it's free. You can just bring your car in, mention Jim Biggins, and make sure we'll bill him. But bring in your car, and we'll get it sterilized. But in general, if you're buying a car, we're going to get your test drive may happen. Before you do that, we're going to wipe it down. After you get done with it, we're going to wipe it down for the next person. And then when we drop it off at your house, we're going to wipe it down again, make sure we're completely sterilized and safe. So we're taking the steps necessary too to make sure our customers are protected as well.
Never imagined that somehow my name would be associated with sterilization. I really didn't.
I don't know if I can go there on live radio. I guess it's your show. You can do whatever you want to.
Let me ask you, because I can't believe you're still able to hold your arm up like that. My arm would have quit long ago, and you'd be looking at my nose. If you've been doing this for a couple of years, have you ever had a Watson Wednesday that just went terribly wrong or terribly great? Because I'm sure there's had to have been a few surprises along the way when you've been doing this.
Yeah, we've worked out some bugs for sure. Audio is always a problem. making sure that where you're doing your video has got good Wi-Fi, the normal techie stuff,
Yeah.
which obviously I don't get into. My friend Jacob does.
Go Jacob. Go Jacob.
Jacob's my camera guy. He's standing here for support because he knows I need moral support. But yeah, so we've had some really, really, really cool and amazing videos and some really neat stuff. And 9/11 with, big giant flag in the background and all the, we had a little moment of silence there, and that was very heart touching. And we've had some really goofy, funny times. But I'll tell you, probably the most memorable one I've had was Christmas time this year. And we put together a whole little skit. And keep in mind, this is all live, so you don't get to redo it. So we put a whole skit together with a Santa suit and a Grinch suit, and we made ourselves a little cardboard sleigh. It looked really, really professional, right, Jacob?
Yeah.
And we put together a whole little skit where the Grinch was stealing Christmas and Santa Claus was trying to give good deals, and we had it all set up with he was going to steal the bulbs off the little sleigh and the tree, and I was in the Grinch suit, but I walk up and I had these big giant green Grinch fingers, so not very good dexterity. And I walked up and I grabbed this bulb off of there and I dropped it, and it shatters. And all you can hear when you play that microphone back is boom, shatter of the bulb. And so Santa Claus looks over at me. This wasn't part of the skit, of course. He looks over at me and says, "Grinch, what are you doing?" And then we just roll with it. It was a great time. It turned out to be probably one of the funniest and most viewed videos we've done because of the fact that it's just so authentic, organic, I guess, as you call it in this world. But very cool video. It was a lot of fun. We have a whole bunch of fun on this show. The whole point of this show, like I said before, it's not to sell cars per se. It's really reach out to our community, make sure that people realize who we are, that we're fun people. We just want to have a good time with you. Of course, we buy cars, we sell cars, we body shop, we fix your cars, we service your cars. We do all that, just like every other dealership does. But we do it at a level, honestly, that's just more fun. I mean, it's as simple as that. We have a lot of fun here, and we want to be able to showcase that. So that's what Watson Wednesday is all about, is really just having fun with it and making sure people understand that we're here for them.
It's probably kind of nice for people too who see this and kind of feel like they know you before they even run into you in the building. And so all that kind of sometimes initial awkwardness, because sometimes people feel a little pressure. They know they're going to have to make, one of the bigger financial decisions of their life, and they want to get a vehicle they're going to love, and they want to make sure that they're well taken care of. And if they've already kind of met you, it's probably a lot easier when you do meet face to face.
Yeah, I agreed. I mean, the profile pictures and the profile videos on a website are very helpful. I mean, it kind of gets a name of the face type thing. And it's the same way the other side. I don't get to see my customers before I actually meet them. And that first impression is important. But the video, the Watson Wednesday specifically for me, has definitely allowed me to reach out to different people and different people reach out to me and just realize just how fun, like I said, how fun this location really is. Bert Watson Freeland and Bert Watson Reese both. So yeah, it's definitely changed some things for us and made it so that we can more easily explain and show people what we're all about.
Everybody can see the pretty building and the big inventory and all that, but business is still just people to people.
That's it.
That's the secret right there.
That's it. Most people, we introduced this fast track program, and a lot of people will love it and take advantage of it. But most of them, I would say 95%, they don't want to complete the process that way. They want to come right in and sit down and say hello. And like I said, talk about how did your summer go and how did coronavirus treat you and how did, everything that's going on in our lives. It's kind of, it's a person to person industry, just like you said.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be taken care of and feel appreciated. So that's what we do.
And I wonder how many people who have maybe been at the, maybe past walleye festivals or other things and they see you here and it's like, I saw that guy, he was there with his kids on the rides, or he was, you realize community is community. And when you do business with people in your community, it's more comfortable. It's a good way to build a relationship. It's a good way to build your business and to build, your customer satisfaction. So,
yep.
I love the personal touch. It's great.
Yeah.
For people who have vehicles, trade-ins much needed right now. I know a lot of times it would have been this time of year when all the college kids are looking for vehicles and all that for summer jobs.
And, we just came off tax season where people are purchasing cars, cash using tax money or big down payments.
Oh yeah,
that lowers our inventory. The GM strike has impacted our inventory greatly. We appreciate our union guys, and we're so happy to hear they're back to work safely. So we're happy for that. Of course, COVID-19 did affect our inventory as well as the whole nation. For basically 6 weeks there, the union workers weren't able to work. It wasn't safe practice for them, so they weren't able to work. Therefore, they weren't able to make us vehicles. So in turn, we were open. The governor, after I think week 3, determined that we were essential for people, medical industries, and our nurses and our ER doctors, and everybody to be able to get in and still be able to A, service their cars, and B, obviously you got to buy a car if it breaks down and you want to replace it. So we were deemed essential in week 3. And so we've been now, I think, 6 weeks straight through here selling cars, and GM's put the good deals on. And as you can tell by the payments, we talked about $199 for an Equinox and $219 for a 306 horsepower Blazer. So we've right along been selling cars. The problem now is, as you said, the inventory shortage. So I wish I could show you the lot with this little camera, but my arm's really tired, so I can't swing it around. But the inventory is by far shrunken. We've started spacing out our cars. We put like a 25-foot space between each car, so that way it looks like we have more cars than we actually do.
Social distancing for sure.
Social distancing our cars. Yeah, I like that. So that in turn, we can't get more new car inventory until the factory start making it. What we can do is buy trade-ins, or even not even trade-ins, but you want to sell your car. Maybe you have an extra car. Maybe you want to get rid of your car, but you're not ready to get a new one. Maybe you want to order a car, but you still would like to sell your car first. We're going to go ahead and purchase your vehicle at market value, which is extremely high right now, and purchase your vehicle from you so that you don't have to have the hassle of trading it in, of transporting it to and from the dealership, of keeping insurance on it for these extra months, making extra payments on it, whatever the case may be. You can actually bring it to us. We'll buy it from you cash, and you can walk away that day with your money and leave your car, and you can carry on and either pick up your other car that you purchased somewhere, like you wanted a Jeep or something like that, or maybe you, like I said, have an extra car you're trying to get rid of. So we're going to go ahead and make a purchase of your car if you want to sell it to us, and we need inventory desperately. So if we can make you a good deal and make you happy on getting out of your car, we'll gladly take it, and like I said, offer you top dollar for it.
Can I ask you too, because I know a lot of people are just going into stores and going into places they haven't been in a while. Have you changed some things around in the showroom or the offices to make sure that people feel comfortable when they come in?
Yeah, so like I touched on briefly before, we'd wipe our cars down, but of course there's the showroom too. 3 weeks ago, I think it was, we were able to open our showrooms. Started off by appointment only, and then we were eventually able to open our showrooms up. So we had to, of course, make some changes, temperature readings and questionnaire every single morning. Make sure that each of us are safe with each other, our employees itself and coworkers, but then also, protect our customers. So we have a wipe down policy of where we go through and again sterilize you and meaning Jim and our showrooms and desks and everything. And so we wipe down all of the desks and handles and door handles and any high touch points. We have unfortunately shut down our gourmet coffee machine. I know it, right? It kills me. I got to go to Taco Bell every morning and get a coffee. And the girl can't figure out what's creamer and what's sugar, and so I end up with creamer every morning. And but anyways, that's a different side for a different day. But yeah, so we do have a pretty strict policy on touch points, and things have changed. Unfortunately, things have changed as far as like our coffee machine. Social distancing is real. We keep our distance between each other. We keep our distance between our customers. So things have changed. Maybe some of it's for the better. Maybe some of it's going to go away eventually. Maybe some of it's here for good. But I guess we take that day by day, right?
But the good news is you come into Bert Watson today, and anything you need, whether it's oil change, service work, you're looking for that new car, looking for that used car, everything is open. No more having to set appointment. That, although obviously for certain things like service, an appointment is your best bet. If somebody is specifically looking to buy a car, should they also set an appointment? Is there an advantage to that? Is it?
Well, I'll tell you, we've got 20 salespeople here, and so we typically keep pretty busy. The appointment, the value of the appointment is that, you know, when you walk in the door, you're number one priority. So if you walk in the door without an appointment, it's completely welcome. We'll make sure we take care of you as quickly as we possibly can. But by having an appointment, you are number one priority. There's nobody else scheduled with you where you have to share that time, and you're going to be able to get your experience as fast as possible with as much time as you want to spend. So that's the beautiful part about having an appointment, even with sales.
Yeah.
Is you get to pick how much time you want to spend here, and you get your answers that you need as quickly as possible because you're the number one attention at that point. So, and of course, that's valuable for any of us. We want to be number one. And I want to be number one when I'm buying something, and I understand that so does everybody else that wants to buy something. So, yeah, an appointment is preferred. It certainly would make your process smoother, faster. Is it necessary? No. We can certainly get you in, make sure we take care of you. We got, like I said, 20 salespeople here. So we will make sure that we get you taken care of. But as far as undivided attention, by far the easiest and fastest way to do it is just to call me, set up an appointment, set a time that works for you, and we make sure that we can work exactly with your schedule.
I don't know if we've had the phone number up on the screen or not. I've not seen that yet. It may be there.
I've not been watching the screen. I've been trying to watch my hair, making sure it's not moving.
Well, and that's the other thing. You know, now that people can finally get out of their houses, how many things are they catching up on? Well, we've been meaning to get the car taken care of. We've been meaning to get our haircuts. Finally got to get some summer clothes for the kids. So setting an appointment, you know, you're making your day more efficient right now. And
right.
For you guys too, I'm sure. So.
Yep. So we all have busy lives, and as you said, we're all trying to catch up a little bit. So to get everything caught up, it is you know, in your best interest. So that's a good point, Jim.
Well, let's summarize a few things. Bert Watson, completely 100% open.
Yes.
Service, for sales, for everything. They have taken every precaution to make things as safe and smooth as possible. They need trade-ins. Don't forget that. Bert Watson Fast Track. Can you just kind of highlight that again a little bit? Because
absolutely. So Fast Track.
We'll be impressed with how much that simplifies things for them.
Yeah, it does. So Fast Track, basically, you just go onto the BertWatson.com website, click on a vehicle, it'll take you right to the Fast Track page. Just to paraphrase, basically, you go in there, click your model, click your options, click your features, carry on to the next page, pick your price, whether you're going to lease it, buy it, or purchase it, cash. However you decide you want to do it, but you pick your price and you pick how you want to set it up, and then at the end of that little phase there, we deliver it to your house and get it down, wiped down, sterilized, and ready to go.
And the service financing thing, which until today I had never heard of anywhere, but I love the concept because you never know when something's going to go way wrong with your vehicle, and it's guaranteed to be the worst possible time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Service financing help again?
Yep. For service financing for new vehicles, used vehicles, body shop, service, parts, accessories. We don't really care what you use it for. We just know that and understand that sometimes we have repairs that happen and they're not necessarily planned for, or even if they are planned for that matter, you can take advantage of our service financing program.
I just kind of noticed there's a common thread between the service financing, between the Fast Track, between all the things you've done at the dealership to make it, you know, comfortable and safe at this time. Every bit of that is a stress reducer.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Stress-free, hassle-free buying.
Yep. Excellent. Well, guys, this is awesome. James, I do appreciate you letting me kind of tag along on what you were doing. This is, you know, a couple of years into the Watson Wednesdays, and obviously it's been really working. And I just love the concept of being able to, you know, kind of really one-on-one with your customers. And so they know more about you, more about your business. You know, they research the cars. They sometimes probably come in and know as much about them as you do when they get
as much as I do sometimes. Yeah.
But they don't know you until they see you here and can hear from you and the other.
That's right.
Folks.
That's right. And that's where we make the difference. Is we're obviously way different than most places. We're, you know, we don't want to just sell you a car today. We want to be able to service it and take care of body shop work and all your friends and family. And, you know, I mean, there's really no reason why once somebody is introduced to our dealership and gets to experience what we're all about, I hardly ever would I ever see somebody not send me 2 or 3 other people down the road. So obviously we're doing some stuff right.
Yeah.
And it's a big deal to us to make sure that we're taking care of our people. We're in a little tiny town of Freeland between Midland and Saginaw here. And I'll tell you, pound for pound, GM looks at us as one of the highest rated dealerships in the area, in the Tri-Cities and in even Michigan. So
outstanding.
Yeah. So we've got some pretty nice awards from that. And our customer satisfaction numbers are through the roof, and that's all documented, and we've got even trophies. So
Nice.
one day when we're talking about something different, I'll show you our wonderful trophies. We're very proud of how GM is proud of us. So
That's good. That's great. That is great. James, it's been a pleasure.
same. Thank you so much, Jim. Have a great
All right.
day.
You bet. And then you'll be back next Wednesday, right?
Yep. Next Wednesday, Watson Wednesday every week. Come and see me.
All right. All right. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There you go. Watson Wednesday.